Okay, back here for another day at Epic Adventure Outfitters building Cerberus, our 840 horsepower Demon Gladiator. And today we're going to be doing some axles, and I believe the new dash is coming in from Black Cherry Auto Works, who's painted it nice gloss black. And finally, the boys next door at M17 Machine, who did all of our wonderful welding, have been working on a tire carrier, which they're going to do a fitting for today, hopefully, and we'll get to see that. But first, axles. So currently this Gladiator has Dana 44 axles with a 4:10 gear ratio, and we're upgrading those to Dana 60 in the front and Dana 80 in the rear at 4:8 gear ratio, just to help with all that extra power.
The 80 that's a beefy rear end.
Big boy.
Yeah, it's going to be the biggest one we've put in here so far. So
crazy.
yeah, it'll be good.
And they're 8 lug too, right? So
yeah, that's correct. 8 lug, and if I remember correctly, they have locking hubs as well, and so it's not like the 44s right now. When you put it in 4-wheel drive, it's an auto shift in the differential itself, where the 60 actually has a locking hub instead.
Interesting. So that one's disconnected now?
Yeah.
That was quick.
Pretty quick. We'll drop it out, put it on a pallet, roll in the new one, do the same thing in reverse.
Sweet.
This is massive. This is the biggest diff I've ever seen. Definitely the biggest diff that's come into this shop. This is a Dana 80 from America's Most Wanted. It is assembled by a tier 1 supplier using a lot of parts from the Ultimate Dana Spicer line, as well as some custom parts that are welded on it. It's nicely coated. It is filled with an A or B locker, which is the strongest to go. It is a full float diff, so if you break something on the trail, which I would be amazed if you broke something out of this on the trail, you could just pull an axle shaft out the side without even taking your wheels off and drive home. Just stuff a rag in there so the fluid doesn't come out. It doesn't have brakes on it right now, but I assure you they're really big. And we made sure to order it like all the other V8s is with 48 gears in it.
Yeah, that's a little bit wider. Yeah, that's not going to have any tire poke at all. That's pretty center. It's going to have some poke.
Look at that. That's the custom tire carrier, eh?
That's sick.
That looks awesome. Well done.
Thank you. That looks sick.
Right?
Yeah, I want one for my truck.
Looks great.
All good. Look at that. That looks nice.
Yeah, it's gonna look good.
Okay, so that was the rear. Now we're on to the front.
Yes, sir. We are doing the front differential. We got to rob a few things off of the factory differential so that we can transfer onto the 60, the ABS lines and the ABS sensors. But it's just a matter of pulling it all apart, getting it down onto the ground, getting it out of the way, and getting the new one in.
Sweet. Brakes now.
Yeah, we're just doing some brake work. We're gonna get these mounted on. We'll mock up all the lines, run all the wiring, get all that figured out for the ABS. I know we'll get some tires on it. They're over there somewhere. Yeah, heading over there. Yeah, they're all ready to go. And then once we get that all done, we'll take it out for a little test drive just around the block kind of thing. Come back, make sure, double check everything, make sure no leaks, no issues there. But yeah, no, we'll get it all back together. It should be good. It'll be a sweet ride. the truck. We're gonna test the brakes, make sure that we don't have any leaks anywhere from what we just did, from all the lines we've just put in and the bleeding that we just did. Make sure that we don't have any issues and before we put the wheels back on, and then run it outside and see what she does.
Sweet.
Can you guys fire it up? Yeah, let's see any leaks, so.
Brakes are on there.
And they work?
They work.
Beautiful. Well, what's next?
We are going to throw some wheels and tires on this sucker, drop it on the ground. We're going to center up the front and rear axle, left and right, adjust the steering, take the tape off the front fenders, and go for a rip.
Sweet. We're finally going on to Cerberus, and I'm going to take it out for a quick spin. And then tomorrow, there's going to be some more testing to be done. So stay tuned for that. But first, I'm going to go on for a spin up of these tires we put on.
Fantastic. It's orgasmic.
Yeah.
That's epic. What do you expect?
Yeah.
I push buttons, things happen.
What do you think, Ninja?
I think it'll do.
Yeah.
You could definitely go to Costco and back in this.
Okay, so that's Cerberus running successfully, and it's our first little run with it. It sounds amazing. And tomorrow we'll be back to finish up, do some more testing, make sure everything runs well, and then it's going to be the big reveal on this 840 horsepower Jeep Gladiator Demon we call Cerberus. So stay tuned for that. Bearder from White Rock Dodge. See you later.